Hey everyone, I'm Big John and welcome to another episode of the Diz Ability Show. This week coming to you from my condo at Sunday River. And pardon me, I have a bit of a cold, but the show must go on. And I have you on a stack of pillows because I forgot my gimbal. Now, let's get on with things, shall we? So, this week I want to talk to you about the hardest thing about visiting Walt Disney World. Leaving Walt Disney World. Now, when you leave property and head to MCO, you can reflect on the amazing time you had in the parks. But not only that, when you get home, you can immediately start planning for your next magical vacation. Something I always do that way. Something I always do. That way, the magic never leaves you. And also, you can never actually leave the magic because you can always come back to it whenever you are either money stable or if you want to escape the real world, which quite frankly, who doesn't want to these days, am I right? So anyway, that's my tip. As always, if you have any plans on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, let me know in the comments and I'll make sure it gets in a future episode. And now it's time for this week's Top 5. So, now when we go to the hotel after a morning in the parks, we like to chillax in the pools. And if said pool has a water slide, you just know that is where I'll be. So this week, we are going to cover my top 5 hotel water slides. Number 5 would be the water slide at the Katani Village at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Now, I was at Animal Kingdom Lodge last month, and the pool there was just as exotic as the hotel itself. And the water slide was great. There were a bit of some rough spots where I had to push myself to get myself all the way down, but it was still fun. Like sometimes when someone would be waiting, some of the water would come out of the slide all the way down the stairs. That was funny. Number 4, the pirate ship slide at the Yacht and Beach Club resorts. They share a little water park area called Stormalong Bay, which has the sand bottom pool. But my pet peeve about the slide is you have to leave the pool area just to get to the start of the slide, which I think is kind of weird. But it's still a very fun slide. It's very fast and very amazing as well. Number 3, the slide at the Grand Floridian. Now, this one is where you slide through some rock formations, and I rode it. I did it many times back in 2015. And I do like the Grand Floridian, but the villas there are muy expensive. But I did like the slide. Number 2, the water slide at the boardwalk. Now, for those of you who don't know, it used to have that clown thing on the slide, which scared a lot of people. So naturally, Disney rethemed the slide to Mickey and Minnie. The style that they have in their cartoons on the Disney Channel, and of course the style that you see them in when you ride Runaway Railway. But no matter what theme it has, it's still a great water slide. It's themed to those Atlantic City Boardwalk roller coasters, which I think is pretty cool. And it just shows that great theme of the boardwalk, that whole Atlantic City vibe, if you know what I'm talking about. And my number one pool, and my number one hotel water slide is the water slide at Bay Lake Tower. Now, this slide is probably my favorite on property. I've done this quite often, and whenever we stay at Bay Lake Tower, which is perhaps our favorite DVC place. And it's just cutesy themed with a Mickey, and it's just fun. It's where I have my previous water slide record of 103 consecutive slides in a vacation. And if anyone representing the Guinness Book of World Records is watching, I have that record. Just saying. Now, of course, I mentioned the DVC slides because I am a DVC member. And it could be different for everyone, but I'm just saying how I do it, because not everyone is a Disney Vacation Club member. But anyway, let me know in the comments what your favorite hotel water slide is. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. We are in the final round of our March Madness tournament. I just checked the polls on the Disney Vlog Squad group, and right now there is a tie. But remember, anything can change. We have Star Wars Rise of the Resistance versus Toy Story Mania. Now, on one side, we have our reigning champion from last year, where you escape a First Order Star Destroyer in the midst of a great battle between the First Order and the Resistance. And on the other side, you've got an amazing, fast-paced 4D video game experience where you play various games, and my mom and I try to use our combined scores to be my dad's score, which always works. And it's just some great competitive fun. So, you can vote in the comments for to see if you want Rise of the Resistance to win for a second year in a row, or if you want Toy Story Mania to win. You can vote in the comments, or if you're a member of the Disney Vlog Squad group on Facebook, you can vote there as well. Voting ends this coming Thursday. Remember, if the voting ends in a tie, I am the tiebreaker. And this is going to be tough for me because I love both of these rides. So don't give me that pressure, okay? So anyway, that's this week's show. As always, if you have any questions on how to do this for people with disabilities, let me know in the comments. I'll make sure it gets to a future episode. For this week's shout-outs, make sure you guys check out Pete McDivitt over at the Pete McDivitt Show. He does Disney and sports stuff. Check him out. Also, make sure you guys check out my friend Amy at Rockin' and at Disney with Amy, or RAD for short. She just did a Disney cruise. She has some videos of that coming on her channel, so check her out. Also, make sure you guys check out my buddy Beth over at Best Disney Adventures. She is going to be going live today at the parks, where she will be handing out Tigger toys to some guests as a special Magical Moments live stream. So you definitely don't want to miss that. It will be live today at noon. Also, if you're looking to plan your next magical vacation, we highly recommend our friend Kim Colian, that's Kolean, at Once Upon a Vacation Travel. And she will help you plan your next magical Disney vacation. For the latest Disney news and gossip, make sure you guys check out WDW Magazine. If you haven't subscribed here yet to the Big John Network, what in the Walt Disney World are you waiting for? And ding the bell for notifications so you never miss a second of the fun. And until next time, may the mouse be with you.